How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massa Beer Reviews, back with yet another review. Yeah, a little bit of no filter time of the double variety in the form of Thomas Hooker Brewing. It's their double no filter. This is a 8.5% New England style double India Pale Ale. We have done the base no filter before, and I've always wanted to kind of try this one out. And if it's kind of got drips and drabs in my area, but I've never really seen it proper, I was lucky enough to have my boy Tyler drop some off to me. And this is coming in less than a month old, so we should be good to go, hopefully. A little bit clearer on the pour than I thought it would be, based off even the base no filter. Because you think no filter, you think of no filter. Now it's hazy, but on the pour is what I'm saying. It's a bit clearer. As far as the label goes, the can art goes very similar to what the base no filter delivers, slightly different, but same coloration. You wouldn't mistake this kind of filter. And actually, you know what? I lied. I have seen this. I have seen this beer locally, but I didn't pick it up because I didn't want to pick up 8.5% double IPA. Just once, though, and I assumed it would be there, but nah. Apparently, this is not brewed nearly as often as the base. We'll see what's what. Anyway, let's see what that sucker has. I mean, she looks all the part of a New England-style double IPA. Index finger, infinite creamy, sands a couple stragglers, white as white could be head, and just a rich, kind of rich orange haziness. It's not your butternut squash. It's not your turkey gravy. Let's get a nose. Oh, that smells awesome. That smells awesome, to be perfectly honest with you. Oh, man. It's just super over-the-top citrus vibes. It's almost like a pulpy version of, like, Sunny D in an organic kind of way. There's no kind of, like, synthetic kind of orange to it. It's all organic, but that orange is so cranked up. The volume's so loud on it that you almost kind of, like, get a little bit wary about it, because, like, that's kind of not how orange doesn't usually get that vibrant as far as a scent, you know, so your brain's kind of playing tricks on you, but it's not synthetic. It doesn't come off that way in any form or fashion, so those hops are just bursting out in gobs and gobs. And it's got this bitterness to it, and it's cool because you get this pithy kind of orangeness that's kind of marrying with this kind of green kind of dankiness that's very sharp, so they're kind of bridging the gap between each other, so you're kind of, I'm at least kind of confusing both in my head. So, man, that smells like a really OJ on steroids, HGH, whatever you want to call it, kind of nose. Let's dive in. Cheers. That's good. I mean, it follows up with what you get in the nose and the taste, but not nearly as big as you think it would be. And I'm not saying that this beer is not impactful in the taste. On the contrary, it's super impactful. It's just that nose was so vibrant, you expected a gigantic kind of flavor explosion in your mouth. I just say like a Guy Fieri fucking thing, and I shoot myself in the face now. Anyway, yeah, it was so kind of vibrant in the nose that you expected it to be equally that in the taste. And while it is expressive and it is big, it just can't match that nose level. That's the cool trick it's kind of playing, because I'm not kind of hating how big and 2x4 to the face this is. Mouthfeel's okay. Nothing too crazy. Not going to chime home about it being sultry and thick and creamy, all that stuff, but it's fine. It's just that way that orange comes off. The way that orange comes off in both the sweetened portion of the show, and the way that orange comes off in a pithy way, where it marries with that kind of danky weediness. That's not like super over the top dank. It's not like super nugs. You know, it's a little bit of sharp beasters, kind of, you know, a little bit of heady vibes to it, but nothing too crazy. But they kind of mix together the pithiness and that, to where it ends up being this fun little orange bitterness on one side that is kind of accentuated. Like if you ever make mac and cheese, you know, here I'm going to let you in on a trick how to make really good mac and cheese. Not to fucking get off the topic here, but if you want to make really good mac and cheese, or if you ever have really good mac and cheese, put blue cheese in it. Seriously. Like, it sounds kind of fucking weird because you're like, I don't like blue cheese. No, you're not putting a whole bunch of it in there. Like, let's say you put in 4 cups worth of cheese and a whole thing of mac and cheese. You put in like 2/3 of a cup of blue cheese, and it's not necessarily that the mac and cheese tastes like blue cheese. That blue cheese kind of amplifies everything, makes everything kind of get super vibrant and super more expressive. All the cheese kind of, it's like, again, HGH, like a kind of accelerator for all the other flavors in the cheese. And that's kind of the way I'm getting this kind of hot presence in here, is that you got that bitterness, but it's so, it's danky enough to where it's its own thing, but it's so close to that pithiness of the orange that you get from the hops too, that it just accentuates that orange flavor and just makes for a really tasty beer. I mean, this is really good stuff. Shelfie status, there you go. This is probably going to be another Shelfie of the Year award. I don't know if No Filter won last year or the year before as far as one of my favorite Shelfies, but this will definitely be up there. Again, super expressive orange out the wazoo. A nice pithy bitterness with a nice soft kind of beastery dankiness. Drinkable, chuggable. Doesn't drink anywhere close to 8.5%. Yeah, world-class Shelfie Haze. What can I say? Let's talk about it. Is it one of the better, just double IPAs in general that I've had as of late? Yes. Is it Mount Rushmore status? I don't think so. It's on the outside looking in of that, but it's not outside of looking in the conversation. It's eating very close to that. And once you kind of whittle it down to Shelfie status, deliciousness, this is definitely up there. Value and availability. Again, it can be had, and usually their price points aren't too horrible with that. So if Tyler or somebody out there wants to let me know what's what when it comes to the price of this, that would be awesome. And leave you with, if you like what we like this beer, if you like, orange, if you like fizzy bubbly, if you like, just expressive New England style IPAs that aren't just trying to get too, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to use the word pretentious because that's not the right word. Just some of these double IPAs just can't get out of their own way, and this one does not have that problem. It knows what it is, it knows what it wants to be, and it pulls it off in a very deft and very awesome fashion. And so if you like orange, if you like new school haze, and you want drinkability and availability, look no further. Almost spelled that. So there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff. Beer Massive. If you want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a nice little haze jam right now. And hope to see you next time. Cheers.